Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission. Last time, we made our way through the rest of Ridley and fought the man himself, Ridley. We also got ourselves the screw attack. And with the screw attack, now we can break open certain pieces of floor and also we can attack enemies with relative ease. So, now with all of these specific powers and also being all these specific bosses now, with Kraid and Ridley defeated, their statues have lit up here in Brinstar. So now we're gonna wanna go ahead and make our way over into the main room that we saw in the very beginning of our adventure that had those said statues. So let's go ahead and, you know what, do a little bit of a flex. Let's go this direction. Why not? Let's go ahead, just do this again, because I like doing some more Fall, Shine, Spark, and this is fun. And now we're here where we got super missiles early. Neat. That's not why we did that. This is a nice shortcut. So, from this point, we want to climb all the way to the top of this section of Brinstar and going all the way back to the very top area where we started our adventure after we got ourselves Longbeam. So, it's going to be a long little climb here, but it's going to be worth it. Trust me. Climb all the way to the top here, and we do have a Chozo statue that we can use real quick for a refill. Might as well take it. It's been a little bit since we had our health refill specifically. Our missiles, looking pretty good, but our health, could be topped off. So from here, we just want to go ahead and make our way over into the left portion of Brinstar, and we'll finally be back to where our adventure started. Right next to where these statue heads are located here, at the very top of Brinstar. And now that we defeated both Kraid and Ridley, the statue's mouths will open, creating a path, and letting us go through this locked door. As now will unlock, leading us into our next area. Welcome to our final destination here of Metroid, Tourian. This area is no joke. We are introduced to the enemies that are the name of this entire franchise, Metroids. Our goal is to get to the very bottom here of Tourian, but as we can see, a lot of other people tried to get here, but they didn't survive. They were eaten up by the Metroids, and here's one now. Metroids can be frozen, and they take a total of 5 missiles to defeat, or 1 super missile if you don't mind using a super. So, what we're gonna do at this point is we're gonna wanna freeze these Metroids in very specific areas so that we have an easier time killing them. In this case, just gonna let them just chill on that ledge above. And that was a really lucky super missile drop. It's very rare to get super missiles from a Metroid, so you know what I'm gonna do with it? Waste it. Why not? Ooh, another super missile drop. Well, that makes up for the wasted one. Thank you. So, we also have these other enemies flying around here. These little rings, they're called Rinkas. And these specific rings are your nice source for getting health and also some missile drops, because you do need missiles to get through this section. If you're low on missiles, you're gonna need to use these Rinkas to refill. And unfortunately though, one thing that's a problem is when a Metroid grabs you, it's going to do a lot of damage and suck away your health. The only way to shake a Metroid off of you is that you need to use a bomb to just push it off your body. And it's not the easiest to get a Metroid off you, because once they get off, then the Metroid can just fly back on the Samus and start draining her life away. So not the most ideal situation. But we got a new type of Rinka here introduced, the green version. These have a much higher chance of dropping stuff, like missiles and even super missiles. So this one just constantly respawns here, and you can just stand in the corner and constantly shoot the thing until you get everything that you want. So in this case, I'm just shooting until I get all my supers back. So I'm waiting until I get 12 supers, which is very luck dependent. The chances of a super missile dropping are very, very slim. I keep on getting normal missiles and health, which I'm full on. But there you go. Finally got my supers. Thank you. It's gonna freeze, super, rinse and repeat on the way down. Be careful not to waste my super missile, and get another one on the way. That's very convenient. Really hoping for another super, because my luck with super missiles today has been really, really good. As we can see, we need to defeat all the Metroids in a room before we're allowed to proceed. This room here is very dangerous, as we can see. There's not much we can do until we bomb on the floor, and once we do so, we can feel a lot of Metroids here that are out for blood. I'm gonna spawn these said Metroids, which we have to be in a very specific spot before they even show up in the room, and once they show up, they will be after you. So, be ready to fight. But that's all for the Metroids. We have defeated them all, so at this point, there's only one thing left. That said creature that was watching us when we first got here onto the planet. We need to fight that said creature. It is time. But before we do so, I do want some super missiles, so I'm gonna just grind me out some super missiles really quick. This is your last opportunity to refill on your health, your missiles, your super missiles. Take advantage of it and kill all the green rings specifically for a much higher chance of getting what you want. You don't need the fully refill here, but it is recommended to go through the next room with as many missiles as possible. You're gonna be using quite a lot. So farm them up now, as this is your final chance that you'll have to get missiles in a safe area. So here we are, the main room of Tourian, the lair of the final boss of Metroid. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot down these walls in front of us here with our missiles. Destroying these, we'll go ahead and continue making our way forward. But as we can see, we got a lot of cans around us, we got some lava, we got rings, so there's a lot of danger. But welcome the final boss of Metroid. This is Mother Brain, the creature that has been controlling the Metroids here this entire time. Our mission was to come here onto the planet and destroy the said brain. So that is what we're going to do. Be careful here, shoot a super into the eye, and then from this point, we're gonna wanna freeze these rings, kind of put them in a spot that is gonna be more inconvenient for them, more convenient for our sake. It's not the easiest to fight this said boss because we got a lot of stuff we gotta deal with here. Even Mother Brain's own attack's gonna be a problem, but just pay attention to your surroundings and have as much health coming into this section as possible. It's going to help quite a lot. Wait for you to shoot, as now your eye will be open. Wait for you to do that just again. Perfect place for our said ring to be frozen. And there you go, Mother Brain has now been defeated. By destroying Mother Brain, a self-destruct mechanism has activated, starting a 2-minute timer. We have little time before this planet explodes, or at least Tourian itself. This planet, it's destined to blow up at some point. It may not be today, but it will happen. Mark my words. For now, we gotta get out of Tourian as fast as possible. Once that timer hits 2 minutes, this place will blow up with Samus here, and that will be the end of Samus' journey. Do not want that to happen. So, let's get out of here. The area is locked behind us with a super missile door, oddly enough, so it looks like we might be able to go that way again. I don't know if you want to, because it's currently exploding. I'm not going to go back there and test the said theory of mine. Can't go this direction because, yeah, that wall's in our way, so I guess we only have one path to go. Let's make our way over here to the top section, charge up a speed booster, and get to our ship. Let's go ahead and get out of here before this area blows up. Timing of my escape couldn't have been worse. I was attacked by space pirates and left nearly defenseless, stripped of my power suit. All I had for protection was my rather useless emergency pistol. Infiltrating the space pirate mothership so armed may have been foolish, but I had no choice. Could I survive long enough to escape? An auto-charging pistol. We can stun the enemies with a charge shot. But this is all we have as we're stripped down to our zero suit. We got none of our upgrades, but thankfully, we at least got power grip. So does that. Though, unfortunately, we don't have any of our health, too. We're down to only 99 units, but we still have all of our energy tanks. Just want to be careful not to take any hits. But hey, at least now we know Metroid, she indeed can crawl. I feel like something's still watching me. Got this looming eye just in the distance, but I see those things up above. Those must be the space pirates that shot me down. Oh, would I love to have a word with them, if you know what I mean. Immediately we enter this new area, Chazodia. We get ourselves a map, which is showing that Chazodia is massive. This place is probably the biggest area we've actually visited yet, and that wasn't even by choice. We're supposed to be going home. But that's the mothership map downloaded. So now with that, we are introduced to a different type of save room here. This save room not only saves your game, but will also act as a full restore of your energy tank. So this is very convenient since we came into this area with no health at all. So yeah, you bet I'm gonna want to save the game. And with that, we are now entered into the Zero Mission portion of Metroid Zero Mission, as this area, Chazodia, was not in the original Metroid. And in fact, once you defeated Mother Brain, that is where the original Metroid concluded. At that point, Samus finishes her mission, she gets paid for her job, and she moves on to another one. But here, in Metroid Zero Mission, she couldn't even leave the planet before getting struck down. So our work here is not done, and we'll continue our said mission in the next episode. Next time on Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission, we'll explore this new area that we crash landed into, Chazodia, and hopefully find us something that's gonna get us through here and get us home. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.